Hello everyone and welcome to my cooking channel Czech Cookbook. Today I prepared for you a marble bundt cake, which means it will be two colors, it will be vanilla and chocolate. So you will need a form because without it there is no bundt cake. In Czech we have a form a little different, which then bundt cake will come out a little taller, but this one is more wider, which is okay. So whatever form you have, it's up to you to use. So this is the one I found in US, and in Czech bundt cake we call bábovka. So just for all of you that want to know how to pronounce this properly in Czech language, we will need to butter this up very well, because if you don't butter it, it will not come out. So we will need about half a tablespoon of butter. We will need a soft butter. So if you don't have a soft butter, I recommend using microwave for just a few seconds and soften it up. Then we will need to sprinkle a flour also really well. You can use all-purpose. I like to use Wonder because it's just better to spread it all around. So it's up to you what you have. And then we will need 1 cup of granulated sugar, half a cup of oil, 3 eggs. Then we will be adding 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 cups of all-purpose flour. And then I have here 1 lemon, because we will need the zest, the skin from the lemon. Then we have 1 cup of milk, and to make the chocolate part, we will need 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, which is unsweetened baking cocoa powder. And bundt cakes are very popular in Czech Republic, so I hope you give it a try, and I hope you enjoy this recipe. So let's go for it. Let's start. So let's start with brushing this form with butter. I have here soft butter. Now let's just be generous and go into every place. So I think this looks good, but I will still leave the butter here just in case there is still something that is not covered with butter, and we'll be able to tell when we put the flour in. I have Wonder flour, but as I said, you can use all-purpose flour. It's fine. And now you will sift it around. And don't forget also on this part. You can do it over the sink, that's what I usually do so I don't make a mess, but I wanted to show you. I just shake it around. And then you have to get rid of the excess flour. Just try to put it back in a container. You can also shake it a little bit. And now we can put it aside and then work on a batter. And this is how it should look like, with no excess flour and butter on every place. Now we'll be working on a batter. So let's put the first ingredients in, and that's 1 cup of granulated sugar. I'm using cane sugar, but you can use any sugar you have, but it has to be granulated. Half a cup of oil, and now we have 3 eggs. Before we start to mix, let's turn on the oven to 350. I will be using hand mixer to mix this all together, and it has to be nicely incorporated and just start to get a little fluffy and bubbly. So let's go for this mix. So it takes about a minute to mix it nicely and to have a little bubbles created. And now we'll be adding more ingredients. Let's add 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, let's mix it a little bit so we have the baking powder nicely mixed. Just a little bit. And now we will need a lemon skin. And I recommend using organic lemons and also wash it really well, because this is important. We'll be using the skin, so you want it to have it clean. Oh, love the smell of the lemon. Hold the lemon really firm so it doesn't jump into the batter. It would not be so fun. This looks good. Now we will add 2 cups of all-purpose flour. And 1 cup of milk. You want to mix it all together, but this mixer does not have too low of a speed, and I don't want to splash this flour all over myself, so I will just mix it first like that and then mix it all together. And you don't want to mix it too long so the batter doesn't dry up. So as soon everything is mixed up all nice together, you're done. And now we will need to take a part out so we can put some chocolate powder in it and have the other color. We like lots of the chocolate, so I will do probably half of that batter. We'll see. It's up to you. Oh, the oven is preheated. That's perfect. You want to add now 2 tablespoons of cocoa, unsweetened baking cocoa. So that's 2. Now you want to mix it. You want to mix this one also really well so you don't have cocoa powder chunks in it. So this looks good, and now let's put it into the form. So let's start with the yellow and try to not get it through the middle hole. And then nicely spread it. I'm using a spatula to scrape it. So this is the yellow part. And now let's do the chocolate. And you try to go in the middle. And look how beautiful it already looks, all mixed up. So now we will put it in the oven, preheat it to 350, and we will bake it about 40-45 minutes. It depends on your oven how it bakes. So I know that my oven takes 45 minutes for it to have a nice top. So let's bake this. So 45 minutes are up, and I recommend checking after 40 minutes because every oven, like I said, bakes differently. And you want to have a wooden skewer because I don't want you to burn it. And you just use it and poke it, and if it comes off clean like this with a few crumbs, then it's done. If it would come still stuck with the batter, then it's not done. The bundt cake is out and it looks beautiful. Now this part is not as easy because I have this beautiful glass tray and I want the bundt cake to sit on this one. So now I have to put it like this and flip it and not break the glass. So be please very careful. Have a good grip on this. And yeah, I could already tell it came out. I'll go low like this. And ta-da! It's out. And it's beautiful. And now you can sprinkle powdered sugar on top. And it will be still hot, so I recommend, if you can, to wait a little bit so you don't burn yourself. But This is the beauty, and I will for sure powdered sugar it. So I hope guys you enjoyed it, and after it's cooled off and I take some photos, I will taste test so you can see the beautiful marble inside. So see you soon. So it's time to taste test the Bundt cake. And look at the beautiful marble. See that? Because we like more chocolate, that's why there is majority of chocolate and a little bit of vanilla. And I can tell you that every time I brought it to some party or potluck, people love this stuff. So I recommend making it, it's so good. It's so moist and fluffy and airy and heavenly. It's really tasty. So I will be now working on these and enjoying myself here. It's delicious. The lemon, the citrus, the lemon zest is so tasty. It has the nice touch and just the chocolate and vanilla. It's really tasty. I've been making this Bundt cake for many years, and every time I'm in Czech, my mom asks for it because she loves when I make it, so I do it for them, and this thing is gone in no time. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you will try it. If you do, let me know, and you can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, and all the social media, and I hope you will have a great day. Bye guys!